Welcome to section 6 on the training how to get started with Excel. And in this section, we're looking at the window view option. The essence of this section is to help you manage large database. The different view options you can use when working on a large database. The first lesson in this section will be how to use the freeze and unfreeze pan option in Excel. I believe you might have heard the word freeze pan, but if you've not to worry. We'll be looking at it practically and how it works so that you gain a better understanding of it. Now, when you talk about freezing pan in Excel, what we mean is to keep some rows visible and keep some columns visible while you scroll either down or you scroll to the right of the worksheet. Because the database is large, and as you're scrolling, some of the columns will be hidden and some of the rows will be hidden while scrolling down. Now, the freeze pan helps you to keep some of those rows visible and the column visible while you scroll either down or to the right. Right. So to access the freeze pan, you go to the View tab. Under the Windows section, we have the freeze pan. This is the freeze pan option. When you select the drop-down arrow, we have 3 options to explore. The first option freezes the worksheet based on the current selection. Wherever I place my worksheet, it will freeze it based on that selection. While the second option just freezes the top row of the worksheet, which is row 1. And the third option freezes the first column, which is column A. Right. We'll be looking at each of them and how it works. Now, I want to freeze, I'll select this point, gross, that's column F, row 11, which is F11. So I'll select this point and I want to apply freeze. I want to freeze the worksheet. I want to apply freeze pan based on my current selection, meaning that row 1 to 10 will be visible and column A to E will be visible when I scroll up and when I scroll down and when I scroll to the right. So what I'll do is to select this point. You just go to your View tab. Under the Windows sections, click on the drop down arrow, then select this first option, which is applying freeze pan on a worksheet based on current selection. Good. Now, notice a dark border is drawn. That's I selected F11, so the dark border is just immediately appears right here and below row 10. So because it's applying from A to A, so the dark row is after column E and after row 10. You won't see it here because I already applied thick borders on this heading column, though it's already there, but you won't notice it because of the thick borders I applied on this column. So how you notice is when I scroll up, you see that my from row 1 to 10 is visible, is not scrolling. So when I scroll to the right, notice that column A to E is visible, right? So that's how your freeze pan works when you apply based on your current selection. Now to unfreeze this pan, I can select anywhere on the worksheet. You can select anywhere on the worksheet and still click on that same option, click on the drop down, and now the unfreeze pan appears. It only appears when you've previously applied a freeze pan on that worksheet. So I can now select this and immediately the freeze pan has been deactivated. So if you scroll up now, you see that we did not, the freeze pan is no longer available, right? So that's how you unfreeze the pan on a worksheet. Now let's explore the other 2 options, which is freezing the top row and the first column. So freeze the top row and you see the effect. Good. You can see row 1 is visible. As we scroll down, row 1 is visible. Now we will unfreeze this and we'll also freeze the first column. Good. You see the tick line immediately appears and column A is visible. As you scroll to the right and to the left, column A is visible. So that's how you apply. I'll just unfreeze that. Let me just unfreeze that and we go back to the way the sheet was before we apply the freeze pan. So this is how the freeze pan works. When you're working with a large database, I believe this will help you so much. Try it out and let me get your feedback in the comment section of this video. See you in the next lesson.